It's always nice to win your cup and league competitions, but the reason that we are in South Africa is to win the African Champions League. And today here at Sundowns, our group phase begins. And I'd like to think we can at least get through the group phase this year. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rocking All Over the Globe, Part 36, Club 3, here at Sundowns in South Africa. And whilst our league form continues to grow, continues to do well, I am a little concerned about the form that we are showing in the Cups. But today is not a day where we can afford to do that, because today our African Champions League Group D experience will begin. And we will be travelling to the Congo to play against Mazembe, and that is a game that we should be winning. But we do have selection issues, we do have tired players, and we are going to be involved in a very big game following this one just a couple of days later, when we will be at home to Golden Arrows. Golden Arrows, who were the pace setters in the league at the beginning, are now sitting in third place, and the gaps between us and Orlando Pirates and Golden Arrows could close should we not win that game. And so I've made the decision to actually rotate the team dramatically against Mazembe in the Champions League. It might be the right decision, it could be the wrong decision. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping it's going to be the right decision. But before we go into what's been happening both on and off the pitch, and there is some rather unsettling news from off the pitch. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not consider subscribing, and if you do, hit that bell so that you'll be updated when we upload future videos in this series. We upload a lot of different types of content on this channel. We do this here, the Rocking All Over the Globe, 3 times a week. We live stream 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays, so why not join us there? And we try and upload tutorials on the weekends. This weekend we've got something special going on Saturday, so look out for that one. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be updated when we upload future videos. And so let's take a look at what has happened on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us have that dramatic South Africa Knockout Cup quarter-final defeat against Cape Town Spurs, a game we should never have lost. But somehow, defensively, we were absolutely shocking in that game, and we lost it by 4-3. We then followed that up with a home victory by 3-0 in the South African Premiership against Richard Bay, and then we went to Chippa United away, and that was a very dismal performance again, where we only managed a 2-2 draw. And I think that we need to rotate, because I think at this point tiredness is starting to create results that I'm not really liking. And then we organised 2 friendlies just to get some goals on the board, and we played against City Kings in a friendly and won by 2-0. And then we played a team called Panorama, and we beat them by 7-1. And that was followed by our next league game against Amazulu in the South African League, and we beat them just about by 1-0. And then a home game against one of the top teams in South Africa, Orlando Pirates. And that was a little bit of a concern for me this game, that we might not get the result in this fixture. But boy, did we blow them away, and we beat them by 4-1. They never got off the bus. We tore them apart in the first half, and they never really recovered. And that brings us to today. We are going to rotate, and we are going to put out a very weakened team against Mazembe, because on Monday we will be playing against Golden Arrows in the South African Premiership. If we can beat Golden Arrows, we're going to open up a very nice gap. And so, am I sacrificing the Champions League? I don't think so. I think we've got a team that is capable of winning that game. And so I'm hoping that that is exactly what we are going to do, leaving our first team fresh for the Golden Arrows fixture on Monday. And in terms of the squad, there has been a couple of pieces of interesting news. Not good news, maybe not bad news in the very near future, but certainly not great news. And the first of those is Tuboho Makona. And he's been a very, very good player for us, playing as the centre mid in support. He's a very good player, but he's just recently decided that he does not want to stay anymore. He doesn't have value. He doesn't have a great deal of money attached to him. And so it's not like we're going to make a ton of money when he leaves. But he's adamant that he wants to go. He is wanted, and several clubs are looking at a transfer at this point. And I think that we're probably going to lose him. One of the problems that I have is that it's very difficult to find midfielders. I can find any position on the field at the moment, but unfortunately, I'm not able to find players who can play in midfield or fit what we want them to do. This is a bit of an issue, but I'm sure that we'll find a way to deal with it. Whatever happens, it does seem that given the interest in him, we are going to lose him in the next transfer window. And even worse than that, Leandro Kumalo is not interested in signing another contract. He's a 17-year-old boy who is my great hope for the future. And just look at his form of late. What a player he looks like for 17 years of age, and he has announced that he does not want to open up negotiations with us. We're just going to try and hold on to him as best we can. He's only 17 as yet, and probably we're going to get another couple of years out of him as he's just a breakthrough prospect, and nobody has picked up on him yet, but he scores goals for fun. And at the moment, he has played 16 games. He has 15 goals and 9 assists, and it's not going to be very long before that little space there has a wanted symbol next to it. He's going to be a great loss, because if he doesn't want to stay, he has no interest in signing a new contract, and if he doesn't want to stay, he's going to be a huge loss for me at this club. I hope I can win the Champions League before he goes. And that's the news. It's not great news off the pitch, but on the pitch we are doing reasonably well. The only thing I worry about is our cup form, but hopefully now that will recover. We need to go and get the team ready for the game against Mazembe in the African Champions League. The big time begins tonight. Let's go and get the team ready. Let's go out and get a big win. Let's go and kick some balls. And so here we are, the first and opening game of our group in the African Champions League. The big time is about to begin, and we are going to be putting out a very rotated team. And we do have Williams in goal, with Nihom getting a very rare appearance, Makaba, Robertson and Nikabinde at the back, with Zungu, Longcha and April in midfield. Nkosi, Mabena and Saile will play up front. This is a very rotated team, but if we've got this right and we can go and get a result here today, then it will make life easier, hopefully, against Golden Arrows when we have to play them in a couple of days. We are at Friday evening here. We have a game on Monday evening, and so it's really essential that I don't take a very tired team out in the match against Golden Arrows. These are the very small team in the group, and hopefully we should have enough about us to see off this team, and that would be the plan. But it is going to be the opposition, and I'm struggling to remember their name, but they are on the attack. We've got to push them back. We've just got to make sure we are solid at the back, and if we're solid at the back, then we will get result. We will score, I'm pretty sure. We just need to remain solid, and that's well done. And Saile finds Nkosi. Nkosi bringing it forward, looks to go outside, looks inside for Nikabinde. Nikabinde turns inside. He's blocked off. He finds it all the way back to Robertson. Now slow it down, keep possession, keep probing. Here is Zungu, who's aging. And here's April bursting into space, and it's a good save. It's gone out for a corner. And we have started extremely well. We are the favourites to win this game. And we should, even though we have rotated the team a huge amount, we should be taking home the spoils in this game. I just want to check. They are called Mazembe, and so that's something for me to remember. I do have trouble with the names since I've come to Africa. I have a lot of trouble with the names. Mazembe are the opposition today from the Congo. Zungo has a free kick, looks to bend it in. It's over the crossbar. It's still 0-0. We may have to bring on the big guns at some point. I was hoping that this team might be good enough to see them off. We are it's a very one-sided affair at the moment, and we are beating them quite comfortably. but we need to put the ball in the back of the net. I'm a bit disappointed with Saile. Saile is a very experienced player and should be dominating this game, but here comes Mabena, who may have to take over. He's another young boy, may have to take over if Kumalo decides that he's going to leave, as Makeba finds Zungu all the way across to Robertson. We are very solid. We're passing the ball around very nicely. Here is Saile looking to burst forward. Lovely pass to Mbena, and Mabena has made it 1-0. We've taken the lead. I don't mind how many it is. A good result, 3 or 4 would be good, but a 1-0 will be just as good. I've come for the 3 points. We have the 3 points at the moment. Defensively, we look very good. And finally, we've created something up top. And Mabena was this young attacking midfielder. And we do have a number of young players in this squad. He's come into the side, taken his opportunity. It is 1-0, and we are pretty much dominating the game. We don't have all the possession, strangely enough, and that's something that I might have to look at, but it's enough. We are 1-0 up, and I think we will try. We're going to try something here. I think what I'm going to do is go a little bit narrower and try and up the possession a little bit, because we're not dominating possession, and we should be. And this is perhaps a worry, even though we've they have equalised, and of course it's a worry. The number of times this happens is terrible. They only need one shot. I have kittens every time the opposition have a highlight, and it's been disallowed for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but was he offside? Was he given us offside? Oh boy, that was close. And the number of times that happens is incredible in FM. I just want to have a look at where our lines are, and I'm going to push the line up. I think we need to actually push the lines up a little bit and not draw them onto us so much. And that was not good. And, I don't want to play against one-shot wonders tonight. It's still only 1-0 though, but it's still enough. And where does that put us? We are going to be top of the group at the moment. But we need more. We need more goals. I need this team to step up tonight, do their bit. We've had one, Mabena, stepping up and doing his bit. Let's have some more. As Robertson, who doesn't play much, but he's a very good player. He's 32 years old now. Hasn't hardly played at all, but he's nice to have in the squad. Doesn't make a noise, not complaining. And hopefully we'll stay there for a couple of years yet. 34, 35 could still be coming on for 15, 20 minutes or so. Whether he can last a full game, though, is another matter. But he's playing well tonight. And here is Mabena again. He looks very tiny compared to his opponent. He looks for Nihom at right back. And there's a chance. And Lonchar fires it past the post. It is obvious that we are playing a rotated team. I think our first team would be absolutely hammering them, and I'm going to tell them that they're doing well, and hopefully they will keep doing well. There's no tiredness out there on the pitch. We just playing it around, passing it around, and I'd like to see a little bit more possession in this half. As the ball is fired to the far post, it's headed clear, and it's going to be a counter-attack. We do have numbers back, but we need to be alert. And counter-attacks in FM are they really do hurt, and they look dangerous on the counter-attack, it has to be said, as Nkosi clears. And we do have the ball, and Saile has picked up the ball. Come on, one pass forward. He finds Lonchar. Lonchar in support finds Saile. Saile's into the box. What a chance. It's 2-0. And we've turned their counter-attack into a counter-attack of our own. And Saile has put it away. And we are now 2-0 up. And my nerves can ease off a little bit. It was the correct decision to play this rotated team. They've done well, and it does mean that we can go in with a fresh team against Golden Arrows, although I have seen that before. Then we've lost the game against Golden Arrows. But at the moment we are top of the group, and simply because Hilal are only beating Pyramids by a goal to nil. Those are the two big teams, and we will be playing Pyramids very shortly and Hilal very shortly, and we'll need to do A lot better than we're doing here today. And there's a chance and it's fired over the crossbar. In fact, the goalkeeper, Williams, made a very good save there. And it is going to be a corner. And they're looking to play it short, are they? But we've covered that, and well done. And it's going to be headed clear. Nicely done. Can we pick up the loose ball? Mabena is going after the ball. He can't pick it up. The highlight comes to an end. Or is it going to be a throw? Highlight comes to an end. We're still in charge, although they have come back. Mazembe have come back into the game a little bit, but we've taken over again. It may be time to make some changes very shortly, get some fresh legs on the pitch. Saile is looking for support. He finds Robertson. Robertson's had a decent game today. It's not showing in his rating, but has been very comfortable on the ball. And here's Mabena. Mabena looking for April, but unfortunately they're not on the same wavelength. And the goalkeeper can clear this. And so we're looking to intercept here, and Nakabinda has done very, very well. Nkosi bursting into the box. Nkosi with the shot. Goes over the crossbar. It's still 2-0. And what a chance that was. Nkosi has a habit of doing well from that position. Not today. And we do have a corner, though. Saile with the corner. Looking for Robertson at the near post. Unfortunately, headed clear. And Saile lets it go out for a throw-in. And is it time to go and make some changes? We'll do some changes, I think, after this highlight. As Nihom, he looks inside. He's looked for Mabena. Mabena's having a good game. And unfortunately, as I said that, he gives the ball away. But we should be picking that up. And here is Makaba. Makaba finds Zungu. Now, Makaba is probably one who will come off because he will be needed to play on Monday against Golden Arrows. That's a poor pass from Loncha, but Nkosi has found space. Here is Nkosi. Nkosi with the ball to the far post, looking for April. April pulls it out of the air, finds Zungu, and that is a shot from Loncha that goes over the crossbar. And we are winning by 2-0. We've created so many chances, but we haven't scored as often as I would have liked. Here is another corner to the far post. Goalkeeper is able to come and claim it. I'm going to go and make some changes now. And so we have made some changes and we've brought some fresh legs onto the pitch. And hopefully now we can just see this game out. One of the things that I have done is that I have told the players to hold their shape from this point on. Don't go bombing up and down the pitch now. We don't need to be counter-attacking. We'll just hold our shape, pass the ball around, and hopefully just dominate this game. It's time to frustrate them. I want more possession. And if we don't have possession, just don't go counter-attacking, hold our shape. And there's a lovely pass inside. And what a chance, and it's Maseko. Maseko has fired it over the crossbar. It's still 2-0. We've created a lot of chances, underachieving in terms of our XG. But it's still a good victory. Remember, we are the away team. We have fielded a very, very weakened team. And they are putting on a show for us. They've done really well. I think Saile probably needs to come off, does he? Let's bring on Van Wyck for 5 minutes and see out this game. And the boys have done very, very well indeed. We will hopefully have a very strong team for our next game against Golden Arrows. But this reserve weakened team has got us off to a winning start. We are coming up to the end of the game. And we have beaten Mazembe by 2-0, and that is as good a start as we could have hoped for. And I would tell them, nice work everyone, away from home, that was good. It does leave us top of the league just at the moment, but we have Pyramids and Hilal to play very shortly. We'll see where we are after those 2 games have been played. It is time now to go and think about getting the team ready for the game against Golden Arrows. We have to play in 2 days. We only have Saturday and Sunday to recover, and then we will play on Monday. Luckily, we have rotated the team, so we should have a full, healthy first-team squad available to take the field against them. I'll go and get the team ready. We'll see you before kick-off. Let's go and kick some balls. And so a couple of days have passed, and we have come to the game, the big game of the Premier League so far this season, at home to Golden Arrows. And the team today is Williams in goal with Soltaf, Daruk, Makaba and Mashego at the back. Rivaldo, Makona and Van Wyck in midfield. Maema, Kumelo and Evidence will play up front. I'm hoping that we will win this and that we can now, having rested players in midweek, we can win this, take the title, take the points, and go for broke here and open up a lovely big gap. And I think we do need to show everyone their praise is justified. Let's open up a gap on these two behind us, and let's make sure that they can't catch us. Both the board and the supporters are expecting a win here. This is pressure, 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 always pressure. And let's hope that we can make this count. And it's going to be, unfortunately, Golden Arrows who have the first highlight. We need to take the ball off them if we can. They're not very strong, and so we just need to tackle them hard, take the ball off them. They do have Butu in central defence, an old player that we sold on. He wanted to leave. He's gone to Golden Arrows. He's obviously strengthened them, and they are coming forward, and they are looking very dangerous. We need to get stuck into them, win this ball, and well done. We have taken the ball, and well done, Makona. He finds Van Wyck. Van Wyck looking to break forward. Can we find support? Looks inside. Lovely back heel pass. Finds Kamalo. Kamalo to Van Wyck. This is lovely football. A little bit faster than we normally play. Into the box. Chance. And we have scored. It's gone wide. It hit the post and went across the line and just stayed out. But that was a lovely break from Van Wyck and from Kamalo, and almost produced a goal. And here is Kamalo again. Brilliant player. All the way back to Daruk. Finds Soltav. Kamalo, he's involved. Van Wyck is involved. And needs to do better than that, as he's up against a very weak opponent. Van Wyck looking down the right. Finds Rivaldo. Rivaldo looking inside. Crossfield ball into the box. Chance. It has gone in this time. Evidence has made it 1-0. But it has been disallowed. And it was offside. But we're clearly the better team, and I just got to hope that we manage to put one of these away. I can see Rivaldo's actually suffering a little bit. I'm not quite sure why. He hasn't played for over a week, and so he shouldn't really be suffering. But he is getting very tired, and we have to keep an eye on that. There's only 20 minutes gone. We are the better team, though. We're creating the better chances. We just need to put one of them away, and then it will be game over. And let's hope that we can do that before half-time. I'm going to drop them a little bit of encouragement and tell them, come on, boys, come on, we got this. And well done, Mashego. He has won the ball. Looks inside, finds Macabre. Macabre to Deroik. Deroik, he looks outside for Soltav. Soltav finds Camelo. This is wonderful passing play. This is lovely, patient passing football. You just got to put a chance away. It comes out to Van Wyck, who has finally put one away. We have taken the lead. Golden Arrows are a goal behind. We fully deserve it. And Kamalo and Van Wyck have been outstanding today. They have worked so well together. Mayema did well. Kamalo, Van Wyck, lovely interchange. Easy as you like. 1-0. And hopefully we can hold on to that. Build on it. Just checking offside. He was way onside. And lovely, lovely goal. Nice finish by Van Wyck. We've totally dominated the first half. Golden Arrows have had very little to offer. Mayema over the free kick. He's looking, can we get it? Mayema can score from that range. And it has just gone marginally over the crossbar. Still 1-0. Game is not won at 1-0. Although it would be unfair because Golden Arrows have not had a shot all through the half. And they will need to change their game in some way in order to try and get anywhere near us. We need to just be a little bit better than what we've been. Keep doing what we're doing and just put more of our chances away and we'll win the game. And well done, Williams, again, preventing them having an opportunity. You can see that Rivaldo is extremely tired now, and I'm not quite sure why he should be tired. He hasn't done a lot of running around over the last week or so, so unusual. Maybe he's got a little knock or something. I don't know why he's so tired at half-time. But Golden Arrows have stolen the ball and are looking to bring it forward. Now they're going to be one-shot wonders. They are in space. They've scored. If that's one shot, one goal. This is FM24, the ratio to opportunities for the opposition. They only have to have one highlight or two highlights and they can win a game. We will need 8 or 9 highlights to win a game. FM needs to address this. And it's just, otherwise every time the opposition attack, you're going to have kittens, and it shouldn't be like that. And these boys are going to have a rocket now at half-time. one opportunity for the opposition and they've scored. And that doesn't make me, as a manager, very happy at all. Here is evidence, though, looking to make it 2-1. He can't. It's a good save, goes over the bar. And I sometimes despair at this game. We've totally hammered them. And we're only drawing at half-time. I don't know how many times we've hit the woodwork. I guess you've just got to put it down to this is what the game does and move on. And I'm going to say this isn't good enough. Absolutely not good enough. And they've got to do better. And I'm going to go attacking, I think. I'm going to just try to take this game to them. I'm going to push the line up and we're going to go much more attacking and try and win this game. And Rivaldo needs to come off. He's very, very tired. And I think we will bring on Zungu in midfield for Rivaldo. And let's go out and win this second half. I'm not very happy as a manager. We've absolutely slaughtered them in terms of all the stats. And they are 1-1. And I don't know how. Sometimes I wish I had strikers like the opposition do. They don't need many chances. They hardly need any chances at all. And they will put them away. We need, look at how many chances we've had. And how do I buy the opposition strikers is what I want to know. Let's go and make some changes. And so we have made some changes, and I brought on Jason Nakabinde. See if he can make a difference. Can he get a goal today? Can he separate the two sides? It looked for all the world that we were going to run away with this game, but we haven't. I'm very, very disappointed with the team, and even if we sneak it now, I'm going to be still very disappointed. Zungu, and all the way back to Daruk. That was not a superb play, and we are going attacking now. But unfortunately, Golden Arrows have nicked the ball again, and we're not playing very well at all. And come on, boys, get a grip here. And I rested these players in midweek so that they would be fit and raring to go. And they've been an absolute shambles, all of them. And it's not what I expected. And does it pay to rest the team? Or should you just let your team play? Because they've just been useless, absolutely useless. And we're going to lose this game unless we're not careful. And I am going to berate them because it's not good enough. They are simply shocking. And they deserve to be told off. We have dominated, hammered them in this game. And our play has been poor. Up front, we have been absolutely dreadful. So I don't think that I'm going to rest the team in future. We'll rotate, but we're not going to rest the whole team. We should have just walked away with this, given that they didn't play in midweek. But it doesn't seem to matter, so we won't do that again in the future. In fact, players look more tired for not playing than actually for those who played. But here's my aimer. Can we get back into this game? Come on. And Siande, that's a terrible pass. We're just not playing very well at all. And here is Sebande to Robertson. Come on, boys. Zungu, one pass. That's all it's going to take. And Daruk looking to bring it forward. And that's another poor pass. And it's gone to nothing. And I don't know what is happening today. We're having all the possession. We just can't seem to pass to each other. And I don't know how that works. Here is Kamalo. Kamalo's not playing very well. To Van Wyck. Van Wyck looking for Nikabande. Was that a penalty, referee? The referee pointing to the spot? I think he is. Are we going to sneak it with a penalty? This game drives me nuts. Sometimes I don't know what's happening here. Kumalo with the penalty has scored. We're 2-1 up now. I'm going to go back to a balanced style. We don't need to go attacking now. I need them to hold on. I need them to just hold on to what they've got. And I think we will pull the line back now. And I'm going to get the boys to hold shape and see the game out. Kamalo, he's done it again, and I don't know how many goals he scored this season. He's just absolutely dynamite, that boy. He's refusing to sign a contract. That's another problem that I have. I guess he's young. Nobody is interested in him at the moment. He might change his mind in the future and sign a contract at some point. I just want to hold on now, just take these 3 points because we've been poor. And we're still poor. And every time they get... Here it is. They don't need more than 2 highlights to win games. And I'm really not happy with FM at the moment, because every time a team has a highlight, they score. And I'm not happy with the game. The game developers need to do something about this. And I would say that in 65%, 70% of the highlights that the opposition get, they score. And it takes us probably 15% of the highlights we get, we score. And that's got to be addressed. It's spoiling the game for people who are playing it. I'm really not happy with this result, as you can tell. And now that we've gone back to balanced as well, it's just a silly result. I'm not going to rest players again. It doesn't make any sense to do that either. And I'm going to say I'm really not happy. And it's not the players I'm not happy with, it's the game I'm not happy with. We still maintain our lead at the top, but that didn't taste very nice. That game did not taste very nice. And the developers need to do something about this, because I'm tired of their percentage of being about 75% of highlights they score in, and ours it's about 10 or 15%. It's got to be changed. It's not realistic, and it's got to be changed. Anyway, that's it for this episode. We are still doing well. We've won our Champions League game. We were dreadful in the league game. We just pick ourselves up and we'll move on. I don't think we're going to be winning as many games this season as we did last season. Looking at the amount of games, it's just getting harder and harder. And that's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel, you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, you are definitely in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and click the bell, and then you will be updated every time we upload brand new videos. And while you're there, click that like button so that the algorithm will send the video out to people who've not yet had a chance to see our videos. And that's it from a very, very bitterly disappointed manager. We'll be back for possibly the Champions League game against Pyramids, and then the game against Kaiser Chiefs. 2 very big games again. And we'll be back just before those games. All that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we will see you in the next episode.